So I've been mauling for a while over the fact that we need a hook in order to declare war now. It really causes me a lot of problems, and in fact, we're going to increase our absolute crown authority as well. I think that this is an opportunity. Now, normally, it would be very difficult to act unilaterally against your vassals, because they could all rise up together, or they could get other governments, other houses within the Seven Kingdoms to aid them. But that's rapidly becoming less of an issue as there's increasingly less of the Seven Kingdoms. But more importantly, they can't, like, other parts of the Seven Kingdoms are not going to rise up now. They don't have the hooks. They don't have the cards. I think that we are in a prime opportunity. We haven't been able to marry into these families the way that we wanted to. We haven't been able to direct events. I think we just start revoking vassalages on dukes and such, on high lords. Just start revoking them until there's rebellions. We want the rebellions. We want an opportunity for change. We can't go to war anymore. We can't push forward the plans of the Belaerys family. But what if we replaced all of our vassals with Belaerys, so that whenever the future moment to strike comes, it's a fully Valyrian, Targaryen supporting Stormlands, the peak of power, a crazed plan that only a child could think of, an 8-year-old child. And you know what? I think we're going to give it a shot. We're going to try to execute it. Oh, those crazy rains. All right. Start revoking them left and right. Oh, I lose legitimacy. Now that is a problem. How bad of a problem is it? I am above my expected level of legitimacy. Interesting. I mean, if I just remove all of my detractors, having legitimacy or not won't matter. Also, yeah, like, we've got quite a bit. That's 720. We could afford to lose 700-ish. We can do this a few times before we put ourselves... Okay. Look, I'm helping you out by reducing your burdens, my friends. And in the end, if it all comes down to it, we'll just blame the... We'll blame the, we'll blame the regent. We still can't... Oh, we can fight them! I got piety for days, my man. So I'm gonna fight you. There it is. There it is. That's what we wanted. That's what you want to see. All right. Calling in multiple huge nations around the world. Come dump in on these guys. Prison criminals. Okay. Now, we have some territory to hand out. I should think we will hand it out to loyal house members who are not as shocked at some of our more recent actions. Roland. Sir Orys, my uncle. Grant you titleships to Stackfield. New Chancellor. Chancellor. High Almoner. My Maester, of course. We definitely don't want a cupbearer who's upset at us. I'm going to be straightforward with you. We may have to come back on that one. Who is the head of this rebellion? Because, of course, you always want to destroy the head. Wow, they're away from home. Not a good time to be away from home, I think. Bellwood Castle, that's where we march. As more and more people rebel, I'm losing seats. Interesting. Orion Justmark is really good. You know, I keep seeing her name pop up everywhere. She must just have incredible stats. Doesn't really matter what I'm aiming for here. It's just that we need artificers so that we can get them to generate adventuring inspirations and level up their skills down the line. Right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, they dodged. Classic behavior. Classic dodges. Lots of people keep showing up to this battle. Okay. That was a great start. Kind of want big victories early, honestly, while they're still all scattered and divided. Leaderless. There is one who could unite them. Robert Baratheon. Wow, they are sieging that very quickly. Not going well for them. I was playing outside when a sudden burst of snow started coming down out of nowhere. The maesters tell me these summer snows can be dangerous if I linger too long, but I'm already having so much fun. Oh, I should listen to the mayors. Last one back is a wildling. So, I'll dip on intrigue to become a very honest and pious. I am a northerner. Become arrogant. No one really likes that. I'll be an honest boy. I'll be an honest lad. A good and pious. I'm being raised to be a strong member of the Sevenist faith. To be a dragon cultist. I like how there's one knight just fighting the entire army. Such an amazing throw. Alright. Here's another big fight. Here's a big fight. We don't want to go over a river. We're coming around. We're catching them while they are sieging, so we'll get the defense bonus of the castle. Oh, somebody saw what's coming for them and has decided to peace out. Yep. Yep. Jump back in. I want that army to turn around and jump in here. This is ridiculous, Bryce protests. As the keeper of the Lord Paramount's personal collection, I have a responsibility to ensure the quality of your work. You will see it once it's finished, Alisane retorts. You should leave a woman to her work when she is forging regalia fit for royalty. A chance that it'll be higher quality, we send this guy away, or rivalship. I want to go for the coin flip. Yeah, higher quality. Yeah, kill them. Kill them. Wipe them out. We're going to replace the entire nobility of the Stormlands. Gonna be awesome. My lord said I couldn't go to war, but she was so wrong, my queen. I can go to war, and it'll be awesome. Pranking Aenys. My courtier Aenys is looking a bit confined, I'd say. He's taking things much too seriously, handling matters around the court day in and day out. Maybe I ought to lighten the mood a bit. I know that Thurgood would be up for helping me execute my devious plan if I call upon him. I wonder how Aenys would react if his clothes would go missing. Let's see here. You steal his clothes. You distract him. No. I should be nice. Take a break. Why would making him take a break give him stress and make him not like me? What the heck? Sometimes I wonder about these events. Alright, here we go. We're diving. Alright, my court members are killing each other. Yeah! Melee's killed somebody. Brandon Belaerys has claimed Starwing. Welcome, Brandon. I mean, you're already my admiral, and I know you well. I think I just granted you land. You're serving on the front lines as a knight now, my friend. Just as soon as I find you in this list. Brandon Belaerys, forced to serve as a knight. We're also going to... I saw a bunch of people dying left and right here. We lost a fool. We'll choose just some random person. I don't know who you are, so we'll beat the shit out of you. Here we've got a court artificer who we want to get adventure inspirations. Perfect. Okay, we're still making our way toward the Kingswood's Brotherhood. And killing as we go. There's a mix-up. It's hard to tell what direction anybody's heading because they're all going different directions. There. Hopefully they all dive in here and we can have another big battle. Or just keep wiping them out. Bonding with Caraxes, a Valyrian song. We've seen this a couple times. We're going to sing. Sing us a song, Caraxes, man. It's a 0% tonight. Not happening. Alright. 16 months. Master Trystane imprisoned Lord Carl. To the noble Lord Paramount Orys, I am happy to inform you that Lord Carl has relinquished his position as regent to me after a brief yet lively discussion. Since his duties were weighing on him so much, he will be staying with me for the rest of my duration as tenure as regent. For his health, sighed Master Trystane. It is what it is for the moment. That few minutes of oversight where I changed the heir but didn't check the regent is really causing what you might call dynamic story generation. Everyone is so fucking busy betraying each other while I'm out here trying to win wars and keep the Targaryens from disappearing into the midnight. Incredible. Anybody attacking anything kind of crazy? Yeah, down here we got kind of a crazy. Probably want to stomp that real quick. Cover ourselves in glory, my friends. Battle in the grief. So some army moved in front of us and intercepted us before we could get to the main force. They're gonna write a story about them for sure. About how they died really quickly. Listen to the words, children. I will tell you about the Father, 7 heavens, 7 hells, and even the others themselves, Brandon exclaims, fervor burning in his eyes. Me and the other children are spellbound by Brandon's sermon. Who knew that the 7-pointed star could be this fascinating? As the sermon ends, I have to tell Brandon my thoughts. So I could be zealous, which would be very, very interesting for a guy who is, you know, aiming to be a good 7-ist. We also have a possibility of ambitious, which is, you know, +1 to all stats. That's really good. And I feel like it definitely matches me as well. I'm going to say I am ambitious. I mean, I'm literally here ending the line. No, Caraxes rejected me. Damn that snake. Who's next in this long-ass line of flying serpents that won't talk to me? Okay, not Melis, not Sundancer. This hasn't reset yet. Not Starwing. Zabronogar is definitely not going to reset. Neither will that one. Ruklon? 0%. Maybe I need to check and see. Next time this comes up, we need to check and see personality and temperament. I guess part of the problem is I don't have a personality yet. My cousin Terrence emerges from the solar. No, I'm trying to make a super baby here. I have other plans for you, Terrence. He wants to join the Night's Watch like some sort of dipshit. Where did my supporting army go? I only had 6,000 people in that fight. Oh, they're back here wrecking a bigger army. Oh, here I come. Here I come to save the day. Hey, hello. Good name. Strong Valyrian name. A strong Valyrian name. You know, a lot of people have been dying. I may want to double check that all the kids have guardians. I may just want to check that. Nope. Should study Valyrian. I need to find an adult who can educate kids for me so that... There we go. Check my courtiers or my subjects. Here we go. Nope. Oh, because he's at war with me. No educate children? No one in my court can be educated. We finally got there. They are incensed into taking Fury Crown. What the heck? Some real questionable strategic goals, my friends. Fury Crown is not a pivotal part in any way to my strategies. I wonder why the AI is focusing on it. To my liege, it is time for you to recognize the ancient and inalienable rights of your vassals. Accept the demands of the Liberty faction. I will not be threatened. Okay. Cool. That is a choice. This is what Luthen Rail would call accelerationist behavior on my part. But you already know explicitly that that is my plan. Alright, we're reading to a dragon. Dragon didn't like it. Man, I don't know what the end game is here. We're just capturing people and killing over and over again until they run out of troops and can't siege anymore, maybe? Struggling and shouting, a large man is brought before me. He is clearly an Ironborn raider, the type who has sown chaos in our realm for decades. Please have mercy. My name is Tormund, and I've been living in the lordship of Skane for years. I was left behind because I was injured. The villagers saved me. They're my family now. The raider falls to his knees, hoping I'll spare his life. Several peasants confirm his story. You may join me. You can be killed, or you'll serve the village. You may entertain my courtiers with your unique story. As you serve the village, you may live for now. Nope. I don't want to go in a way that gives them the river bonus. Oh. These guys are dropping right onto my strongest castle. Absolute lunacy. Miro. Alright. This regalia isn't better than what I've got. That's not the important part. The important part is that we have somebody running adventures. Oh, they are outrunning us in these mountains. We have almost 100,000 men hunting. Oh, they got caught. They got caught and it was bad for them. They are, yeah, you can see some of these groups are starting to run quite low on troops. I will sing the old songs. Sleep well, my dragon. Melees be killing people like crazy. Oh, we might be able to get her on our crew. Just go ahead and mark her here. Doningtons. Okay. Well, there's a whole front to this war we haven't nearly been fighting in. Let's come over here and teach them some respect, I suppose. Where is this castle based? All right. I think we'll head down that way, actually. We'll end the Liberty War component of the fighting. Bravo's claim. Yeah, I'll join it. I just won't go. Not until we're sufficiently sufficiently sated in our bloodlust and our need for control, the domination. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We got him. We're all dropping down on this guy. Now, I want to go through the reach so that we don't take any of those troop losses from movement. Send to the citadel. Still at 0%, huh? Six years? Maybe somebody else has got some good... Oh, this is a big castle. 34. Yikes. We're going to need a lot of additional bolstering forces to get this done. I guess this is a part of the Game of Thrones warfare I haven't really encountered yet, which is the fact that the castles are really ridiculous. They're sieging Storm's End. That is a problem for me. I hate to say it, but I think we have to go back and deal with that. Because I'll lose. I'm there. I'm physically at Storm's End. Alright. Balon Targaryen has a dragon. He has the dragon. Nope. Royal marriage is still in effect. Okay. I need to search my wild dragon database. And then I'm looking for a unridden dragon with a good temperament. This is one of the Targaryen dragons. Here's Stealing, also a Targaryen dragon. Sundancer is somebody else's dragon. Munax the Song Seeker. Okay, here's a cluster of 3 dragons with 10. Bloodfire, Malexes, Jedrian. Here's 11 Balmuxes. 35 is Prumiax. That might be one worth coming back for. It's definitely not the most combat effective dragon. Aelor Targaryen's dragon. Okay, someone's currently riding him. But it's not a Targaryen. Balmuxes. How close in personality are we? You're imperious, skittish, accepting. You are trained. This is our best shot. 68% actually. This is how we do it. We can't get some of the bigger dragons when we're this young. We can't get some of the more tough ones. And we need a dragon. Basically, any dragon makes such a huge difference here. Alright, we'll try to chase these guys down while we're on our way. I think they're going to the same place, though. Now they're fleeing this army. Somebody's just buying mercenaries constantly to stay in this war. We got them. And now that we've got them, the rest of the army can catch up. Not that it matters, we had them. It doesn't matter whether you have me by an inch or a mile, we had you. Alright, here it comes. It's the pain is happening. My acquaintance Lollies is scheming against me. Into the jail. Into jail forever. Hit a lot of knights in this battle. Something happened. I heard a bum. Winter is coming. Prince Aelor? Was he one of mine? Oh, he died of old age. Okay, yeah. Not one of mine. Oh, this guy might actually successfully siege something. As I look upon a young sorcerer walking by, sweaty with labor, but a blush on her cheeks, I am entranced. What is this feeling, this longing? Realize that you are heterosexual. Yeah, I didn't really need to realize that. Figured that out a long time ago, but I'm glad that the game has caught up with the truth of the matter. Crush them. Got the tail end of somebody's. It's starting to get strange how they're allowing armies to get piecemeal defeated. It used to be they'd pile in and help out. Okay. Classic. Running around in circles defeating people because we can't stop crushing all these minor rebellions. I have a small matter for your final approving. Nothing you need to read too great. Imprisons Master Wallace. No, it's one of my frickin' vassals. What are you doing? He's a Belaerys. First off. Piety. Smash. You battle for my throne, coward. I mean, at this point, we're just going to defeat all of these rebels through old age. You think you can beat a little kid in a war of attrition? Well, we've lost about 4,000 men so far. Which is not great. But the enemy formations are significantly smaller than they were at the start of the war. Even if they keep hiring these mercenary groups, they're just trickling in. Inspiration! Absolutely. Continue to write. Sponsor a Crownlands adventure. Sponsor a Westerlands adventure. Sponsor a book adventure. We want adventures on our adventures. Oh yeah, they're probably going deeply into debt now. I'm not betrothed. No, I'm not betrothed. No, what happened? I had a what? I had a wife. She was, did she die? How dare. She was in the thumbnail for the last episode. What? I demand to know where she is. Who is keeping me from my wife? She was a Martell, right? Where did she go? I mean, I can re-establish the alliance with Dorne. Guess we're still... Oh, because he's married to somebody else. I don't know, though. And he says no, because we already have a royal marriage. No, but we never got married. Oh, somebody else married into his family as well, from my family. Wow, 25 prisoners. And that's just the ones who are ready to pay immediately. Okay. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff right there. We're bringing them in, boys. My vassal, Lord Axel, has honored me with a visit and has brought one of his courtiers along. Axel approaches me excitedly. Well met, Lord Paramount Orys. It pleases me to see you thriving here in Storm's End. It occurred to me that Noia here might be of service in your court. She's an incredibly talented strategist. Her mind is always spinning out possible tactics. I would make use of her myself, but alas, it doesn't seem possible. Would hate to see her great talent go to waste. Won't you take her in and unleash her potential? Are you loyal? You're loyal? She's a Valyrian. I must politely decline, sir. On religious grounds. Yes, bring me back something truly unique. Is this playthrough the one where I got the obsidian candle? Because that was sick. Sundancer died. Killed in battle. That was one of ours. Orys Belaerys. That will significantly impact the strength of our combat operations. And Sundancer served my family loyally. Why can't I get in this battle? There we go. This is a significant drain on the number of peasants in the Stormlands for sure. Bamuxes is mine. Though they say no one can know the heart of a dragon, but Bamuxes has seen mine and he has found it worthy. Good. We're now going to remove all other dragons beside Melis, who is, as we all know, is our family emblem. This is the greatest dragon known to man. Bamuxes rides with me and I ride with them. Yes, my wife did die, and she died under mysterious circumstances. I don't like that. What a suspicious thing to say. My dragon pal. Can I lead this army? Probably too young, right? I'm a little kid. I'm not even a knight yet. I'm not even a knight yet. Can I get somebody to squire me? Yes. I'll get my regent to squire me. Should make us grow closer. Alright, we gotta do a couple kids in the middle of the war. We gotta make sure that they're locked in and good for the educating. Arena. Diplomacy. Education. My half-sister. Two-edged ship. A worthy goal, one would think. To be an excellent steward of the land that has been given to you by your family. And we'll have our spy master look after another intriguist. Okay. We also want to look at making sure all of our squires are taken care of. Orys Belaerys. Demon Belaerys. No squire. Baelor Belaerys. Ursten Erden. There we go. That's the full list. We get back to the war at hand. Chasing. Your project is worth investing in. We'll pay the big monies because we've got the big monies. I am now a squire. I am no northern cavalryman. I am a follower of the Sevenists. Not quite the same thing as being a follower of the Seven. Catch them while they're gathering. We got them. And their little antlermen too. We gotta get some... We gotta get some territory. A traveler claiming to be employed under my beneficiary Alisane is brought before... Oh, yes, this. Life is an adventurer. Go explore that area. Where is she going? Atranta. In the Vance family, so probably the Riverlands. I'll say yes. I don't care where you get it from as much as it is being a high-quality artifact. That is the more important part. Veto, whatever you're doing. Absolutely a stupid idea. I know that you're playing me. Classic evil regent behavior, no matter what it is. Alright, can we at least take one of these places and start reversing the numbers? Yeah, we'll get something here. Finally start taking some castles. Okay, Liberty War. Okay, throw this guy in jail. Sir Tristane tosses a spare set of armor and a dingy rag before me. There is so much mud, grime, and dried blood caked onto it. I can barely see my own reflection. A knight must keep their armor clean, he tells me. Practice cleaning this spare set. You'll be happy to know how when you're a knight. I hope I can do a good job. Nice. For squire tasking. Squire maxing, as they call it. Ah, an inspired adventurer. Of course. And you know what? It sounds like we've got a lot of adventurers now, which might mean we can also hire them as court artificers. Hooray. And they will also generate more adventures in the future. Our current battle plan is called prisoner maxing. The feast is loud, the adults are boring, and the food is not very good. My guardian Corianne seems to be enjoying herself, so I cannot catch her attention. Tell her I do not want to be here. I'm glad that I'm guardianed under Corianne, because she is a very high stat, very good character, who's good at a lot of things. Okay, so, impatient. I don't think that's very wise. Shy is horrible. Shy is absolute dog shit. Under no circumstances are we taking Shy. Gluttonous hurts our stewardship, which is the lifestyle we're aiming for. So normally I'd say no. But I think for a guy who's ambitious, who's literally eating up the entire Stormlands right now, I think if you take that to be not just physical gluttony, but also like everything, that would be good. Also, this is sinful, so yeah, I think we're gonna take gluttonous, and maybe he just grows up to be a big guy. He's a big guy. He has big appetites. He has appetites for power, for women, for food. You know, what people are going to say about him is that that is a man who loves life. Okay? That's what they say about him. A man who loves life. Bring me back something unique. I don't know what we're going to get out of this. Bonding with Baumaxes. No. We're not doing any of that. We have a 95% bond with him. My rider Kelly brings a man before me, all smiles and praise. This is Aloran, a respected scholar in my circles. The man bows and manages to look both pleased and bashful at once. Please, no need for that. I am here to lend you my services, my lord. It does. Please assist Kellen. Ah, we got him. We caught him. They're bringing in more people. Good. Defeat them all at once. Taking them with us. Country squires, take me home. Take you home. Wiping out your bloodlines. Going back to Fury Crown. So what we're going to do now is we're going to free Castle Seaface, which has fallen nefariously into the hands of the bad guys. The baddies. And then we need to start capturing minor easy towns strategically from both wars, just so that we can counter the war defender penalty. If we can get rid of that, we're going to have quite a bit of momentum. I think we'll basically win both wars instantly. Losing a dragon rider on this campaign is painful. Also, losing the dragon on the campaign is painful, but I think we're still overall going to come out way ahead with a unified Valyrian Stormlands. I mean, these guys have to be running out of money. I brought thousands in. I brought like 1,1500 when we started this war. Day by day, I will earn his obedience. Ah, a message from Ali saying, my search has led me to the farmlands of Illfield. They are notoriously bear-infested, but I have good reason to think that my goal is near. Expect my return soon. Signed, Alice saying. By the father, I hope she doesn't have to fight one. Alice Sane's knowledge should be more than enough to keep her safe. Well, I'm guessing that she failed because if the physician gained experience, it's probably because he had to treat her. Okay. People are running. Nothing I do satisfies me anymore. Despite my best efforts, I can find neither happiness nor peace of mind. Only there was something more I could do. I'll take another stress break. I have some suggestions on your book. My vassal, Master Malentine, has brought forth undeniable evidence that my kinsman Griffith was fathered by none other than him. Okay. I grit my teeth and force a smile. Ooh. Need a nice funeral, my man. We need a nice funeral. Let's see here. Who's died recently? My grandmother. Manage the guests. It's probably not going to be, you know... There's some people that probably not going to show up. Because they're in prison. They ain't coming. Okay. Brandon Belaerys. That's my courtier, my friend. I will pay his ransom. Give him back to me. Right now. I demand you return him. This is treason. Okay. We still want to find and eliminate this problem. We have some territory, but it's not their territory. We need an easy to capture, low defense. I guess we can try there again. I don't think it's going to work, but we'll give it a shot again. Do I have Ride Dragon Pin still? Because we're like I'm not available. Interesting. That keeps happening all the time. Trying to trick me into feeding my dragon for money. Negative. This guy's getting incredible amounts of experience on the battlefield, I gotta say. He's probably commanded more battles in this campaign than we've seen in the entirety of the century plus of rule. This is magnificent. A trinket for prestige and renown. My lord, my beneficiary Joran announces his arrival in a surprisingly loud voice. He proudly holds up a package securely wrapped in cloth. I return from the Crownlands with an artifact from my journey. One of the sapphire stars used by the legendary knight Simeon Stareyes. I'll wear it on my belt like a really normal guy. Just a normal guy wearing normal guy things like someone's eye. There we go. They're all imprisoned. And now that we can hyper-focus our efforts, we can march on our real enemy. The people who want us to lower... well, technically they want us to lower taxes, but also our crown power. Never. Hey, we got a bunch of... We got basically all the legitimacy we spent forcing this to happen back. Yes, get married, have children, Targaryen. Have tons of Targaryen children. Do what I can to keep them alive. Are they not called into the Liberty War? Thought I brought them in. To waste the day indoors would not be good for either of us. Ah, the magnificent medical manuscript. And it gives a health boost, which is always very helpful. Alright, hold on. We need to set that up. Personal scheme success chance is replaced by learning. Oh, with the winter gone, we're making good economy even while raising an army. Fantastic. And you know what? I do want to inherit that legend. Oh, my level of devotion is... we'll be there soon enough. This is my moment in the sun. We're going to speed things up here and just end the war. And we'll head over to Bravos. Help them out. Someone's sieging Hugor's Hill, so this just became a priority. You're now what the kids call a problem. Ooh, interesting. To the noble Lord Paramount Orys, I am happy to inform you that Master Trystane has relinquished his position as regent to me after a brief yet lively discussion. Is this my third or fourth regent? Since the duties were weighing so much on him, he will be staying with me for the duration of my tenure as regent for his health. I best validate. Okay, multiple people are overthrowing my regent all at the same time. Who has ended up with it? Orys Belaerys. Unbelievable. Orys, my uncle, could you overthrow them, please? I would really appreciate it. The perfect time to not have a marshal during the middle of the largest war we've ever encountered. Of course. That makes sense. A time to mourn. The shadows of mourners no longer loom over me, and I am at last given a moment alone. What quiet comfort I could take in such a moment without the rattling and prattling of other guests in my ears. Just the thoughts of... just me and my thoughts of Serena. Yes. Doom of Man. Is this gonna be it? Will this end the war? It's close. It's close. Do I have that thing that'll let me enforce demands on 99%? Nope. Okay, fine. Tell the world. End the war. End it. End the war. There we go. Ooh, branch of the Tree of Life. We do actually... Let's see here. I don't want to get closer to you. I want to lose stress. Okay, I gain Dread. Welcome back after that time lapse. I don't know what that's going to end up looking like in editing, but as you can see here, the Stormlands is over 50% Belaerys now. Can we get them to start pulling in better money for us? Strong stewardship, strong family ties. We clearly have a vassalage problem where all of that tyranny is causing me some issues down the line. So now we're going to do another thing where we go ahead and show you that I'm changing everyone to constructing economic buildings. All right, caught back up to the present. We do want to set that guy aside. I don't have beef with him. We are setting him aside merely because we will sway him once we are done bonding with our dragon. Wow. All right. What else have we gotten here? It would seem there are some important additions and less than important additions down here. And we should really just clean some of this stuff up to begin with. We got a lot of money. Let's take a look at upgrading. I guess if we had control under there, we would be able to upgrade it. And that will be the next thing we do, because we're already heading back there to get control. Okay, we'll do a nice little building in Skane here. I'm thinking probably the cows. Probably the cows. Putting cows in the hills. And then we'll make hill farms as well. And then this will be a very strong economic area. Can't build here yet because things are happening. I want to save. After everything I've done, I definitely want to be locked in before any bugs. Uh-oh. Okay, it took a second. Took a second. Looks like I hit caps lock as well. We're probably going to call this episode here. I don't like ending in the middle of wars, but I think we can probably sweep up some of our mistake here. The enemy is pretty big. I don't think we're going to be able to make the difference. Yes, it's possible, but if we can recover Hugor's Hill, we can go ahead and finally get the last part of the ruin done and turn this place into something. Probably, since it's Hugor's Hill, we'll turn it into a religious building rather than a castle or a city. That way you can stack the amount of XP you get, because it's already a thing you can visit as a, as a religious shrine in a ruin. We'll just stack it, so it'll also be like a high level temple on top of that. Now, who's going to end up controlling that temple? Probably won't be me. I'll have to assign it to a godly man, a godly steward. I wonder if we can assign it to a woman, because we have so many unlanded women that have excellent stewardship. I just want them to get out there in the world and enjoy themselves and live their whole lives. We have more criminals who we can... Alright, so let's make sure fornicators and adulterers. Okay, usurp my regent is bad. Schemed against me is bad. Fornicator bad as not bad. Fornicator's fine. Go mess around all you want. Fornicator, Jacaris, adulterous, sodomite, don't really care. Adulterer, definitely don't care. Sorry, I didn't see what that was because it popped. Just Mark, that's the person who is training me. Of course I'm going to let you go. You're good. Babe, you're good. Plotted against my regent, usurped my regent. Okay, so I cannot imprison. Oh, I'm totally out of prestige. I've completely blown it, stealing everybody's lands. Well, not much to do about that. Not much to do about that. Okay, let's see what your suggestions for a genius commoner though, but all right, hold on. We have a responsibility to finish consecrating and securing the bloodline, right? We need to strengthen the bloodline. So we are looking for someone with a physical trait and any of the other traits that are there as well. All right, I'm going to do this off camera, but that's our priority right now. I'll catch you in the next episode.